Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have Taylor Gatwood, Professor Flowers, and 100% RC in the house.
Let's
We
get
here,
it.
fellas. What's
Let's
going
get it.
on? Hey, we getting right into it, huh? You
Let's
ready
do
to
it.
talk about the game?
Let's do it.
Hey, let's go and get it over with, RC. You know, group chat got kind of a little spicy. Little thick game.
Yeah, you know why I got spicy. You were picking at people. That's why I got spicy.
Hey man.
Hey, I'm
Hey,
doing
man.
what Saints fans do, man.
Keep
Nah,
the
bro, you-
dog when he down, don't you?
Hey, they picked the field. I mean, eventually we're gonna win. You got 30 something teams versus one team. I mean, eventually
Yeah.
somebody gonna get you.
Yeah, eventually. 'Cause,
But
like it's-
I don't really think you got me. I think those casualties of war I've been saying the last few weeks. I said it last week on the show. It's gonna happen every game. I hope it don't happen in the Super Bowl, though. I want to see both teams play clean.
yeah, true that. So let's go ahead and dive into it. We're gonna let RC take the floor. You see, you got the 49ers banner in the back. So
That's
let's
right.
go ahead and get to it.
That's the paddler. That's what that's what you whoop ass with this thing here. But man, first of all, I got the news today that Purdy is gonna have to have Tommy John surgery, which is a 6-month deal. That's tragic.
It's baseball.
Looking at the play, it didn't seem like it was that bad of a deal. And I try to tell people, you got folks in the comments and on Twitter talking about he need to suck it up and go out and play. And if you ain't never played baseball, you don't understand that injury. I knew when he did it, when they were saying he couldn't hold the football, I knew it was tragic. But it was the same thing that happened to Tony Pollard. It was an injury that changed the game, but except it happens to your quarterback. And I want to say this before I get deep into it. The Eagles, to me, I felt like we didn't get a fair chance. We got robbed of what the game would have really looked like if they both would have got a chance to really go at it. Because I've seen teams. I feel like if Mahomes and Burrows would have been in that situation, they'd have ran the score up on the Niners. And for that game to be close, as long as it was, I would be alarmed if I was an Eagle fan. Like they just focusing on the win and they got the victory. But at one point in time in the game, it was 7-7, and the 49ers was playing without a quarterback. And I'm looking at Jalen Hurts was playing really conservative. I was trying to see that super quarterback you was talking about. I was like, show me something. But my defense was rallying around the Purdy injury and was keeping the game close. I'm like, bro, you got to take off. You can't. I think he had 121 yards passing, no touchdowns, no passing touchdown, no rushing touchdown. That ain't gonna get it against. He had one rushing. He had one rushing in the end. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm saying like the what I was seeing whenever the game when Purdy just went out, I felt like they should have turned up. I feel like it kind of took their foot off the pedal because of the injury. It affected the Eagles as well. It's like they were feeling sorry for the Niners. But it was a good season, man. I think more importantly, seeing a coach get to the NFC Championship game with Mr. Irrelevant, but just getting to that point, it's like after 3 plays, the game was over with. It kind of reminded me of the Colt McCoy injury. And like I said, I hope and pray that the Super Bowl don't go that way. We want to see, the game be played out. You work that hard to get to that position. I hope both quarterbacks are able to be standing by the end of the game. But hats off to the Eagles. They capitalized. I just wanted to see them turn up even more. Like, go ahead and if it happened, if it was the Niners, they were gonna turn up. If Jalen Hurts would have got hurt the first play, they're gonna hang 40, 50 on them. Because stuff happens in the game. Because they were the reason why Purdy was out the game. They D line got to him. And I think we talked about that last week. Them being able to knock Purdy on his butt. But
and what's so funny is, RC, what was your main concern about your 49ers team?
it was them being able to, I think it was them blocking for Purdy, not
well, injuries too. You was the whole season, you like Purdy. I hope they boys stay healthy. I hope he can make it through.
And bro, I never thought about Josh Johnson having to play. I didn't know dude had played for 13 teams. Like, how are you in the league, bro? Have you ever seen somebody play quarterback like this? It's Pop Warner where you got the ball in the middle of the chest like this. He dropping back like this. Are you in trouble? Like,
hey,
who raised you?
Hold the clipboard. Hey, he good. He must be good at film study or something.
Bro, he had 2 big plays when he turned the ball over, man. I thought it was crazy.
Yeah. I'll just say this about this game. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a lot closer than it really was. Especially with Purdy. How they started off marching up and down the field. And then what's so crazy is, though, like you brought up Jalen Hurts. This offense just didn't take off. Oh, wait, I was just waiting. I was like, oh yeah. They about to blow him out the water, but
they about to blow him out.
I had to sit back for a second. I'm like, this is odd. They can't move the ball against the 49ers defense. Like, I thought it was gonna be a little razzle-dazzle with Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders, but it seemed like Jalen just didn't want to get hit. He didn't want to run. He wanted to stay in the pocket, and that's where he was struggling at. He's not a stay in the pocket type guy. So he was just trying to play quarterback. He really didn't want to take no hit. So that's where they struggled at. Then I thought to myself, I said, if Purdy actually played this whole game, I think the 49ers would have probably won. Because the 49 defense kept them in the game for so long. And it shouldn't have been like that, especially with Purdy being out. And I was like, dang. I said, maybe RC was right. They may have the best team in the NFL or in the NFC. Because they were stopping Jalen in that high power offense. They couldn't really do anything. So that was pretty alarming.
He missed some throws. Like,
he missed some big throws. AJ Brown, he bullied it out there. He was wide open. He didn't put no air on it. You put on don't type back, you put air on it.
Kind of lofted over his head. I was like, man.
He must have never seen Russell Wilson throw a deep ball. You supposed to loft it out there in front of the receiver so he can go catch it. I thought that was alarming. I'm like, Jalen, like, I'm right. I spoke highly of you, but man, you looking very vanilla. Maybe it's because of the injury. I don't know, but I was very underwhelmed by the Eagles' performance. And the Philly fans, y'all have nothing to celebrate. Y'all have nothing to celebrate about because
now we're going to Super Bowl.
But I wouldn't feel like I actually took that win. I went out there and just play all four quarters with what they have.
This is the thing. This is why I compared it to Tony Pollard. If Tony Pollard plays all 4 quarters against the 49ers, I'm not saying they're gonna beat the 49ers. I'm saying we're finna get an accurate assessment of what it really could have looked like. You're gonna stretch that defense as much as possible. You're gonna give them the best chance, even though Dak was gonna turn it over. When you took Purdy out the game, now you're down to your 4th string. And I'm thinking, I already know Hassan Reddick, and I didn't know they had Robert Quinn, and they got this D line is crazy. But what I watched early on, like the catch in the beginning that wasn't a catch, and all the stuff that was happening, everything was going in your favor. I thought I would see a more dominant performance.
Yeah.
Like if Josh Johnson don't turn that ball over before halftime, it's 14-7.
It's very underwhelming performance.
But the media, this is what I hate about the media. They just be fixated on the victory versus did you watch the game? And so I think but in the Eagles' defense, they threw them out of whack because they prepared for Purdy. And now you got the real Mr. Irrelevant out there. And I'm like, dude, But
now we got to stop the run. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they couldn't stop the run. That's how McCaffrey scored that, 15-yard scamper he had, because they weren't willing to tackle. And that was a Norman right there. I'm like, man, if Purdy was in this game and they just ran the ball, y'all been tired because y'all didn't want to tackle. Like,
I think for me though, I'm gonna speak on behalf of the Eagles. It messed them up, but I'm gonna give them credit on the defensive side of the ball. They want you to be third long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they want to play, the smash mouth version of what we were gonna try to do to them. They didn't want that, but they want, if they can get you in a third long. This is Patrick Mahomes. You limping against that defense. It's gonna get ugly, cause it's all gas, no brakes. I saw it. I was worried after, before Purdy got hurt. I saw McGlinchey get walked. What I mean by walked is like, and the guy's gone. Like he's turning and the guy's already by him. And I'm like, oh shit,
It was Reddick.
You don't know, it wasn't Reddick. It was Graham 55. Because they was
moving, Brandon Graham.
Yeah, 55 was Graham, and I saw him. They're gonna move him around, and he just happened to line up against.
It's kind of weird about Graham. He's a linebacker hybrid. He can put his hand in the dirt too.
Yeah, Michigan guy.
It's kind of weird how they play him all around the place.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely a hybrid. So, Flowers, what you take away from this game?
Just the unfortunate fact of the matter that 49ers became handicapped at the end of in the game and at the end of the game. It was just unfortunate to see them being handicapped and the Eagles just winning in that fashion. But I'm in the boat of, I'm with y'all. I don't think the Philly fans need to be too obnoxious about this win. I think, if anything, I mean, of course, be happy you go into the Super Bowl, but be aware of who you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get the pressure and get everything going your way, this game might, become Kansas City's. I think Philly is best served to blow Kansas City out. I think if it's a one possession game, I think that suits Kansas City's way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got 2 weeks to give Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes a chance to sit down and heal. Kudos to the Eagles offensive line.
Yes, indeed.
They had a great scheme when it got in the red zone, double teaming defensive linemen on the San Francisco 49ers, clearing away from Miles Sanders twice.
And Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah, Gainwell too. But, it was frustrating because then I like the 49ers. Just seeing them all year and just seeing that defense having to go out there and just fight for their lives, man. They kept them in as long as they could.
They knew they couldn't score. They knew it. They couldn't score. And that's why McCaffrey was running hard. I never seen McCaffrey run that hard before.
Rumor has it that they were going to try the Wildcat. And this is my thing too, man. I don't think in my years of watching football, I've never seen a team. That's why I said I know we get on here and we bash. We don't bash, but we critique coaches and players, and we say this, that, and the third. I think this might have been this is the point I was trying to make about Sean Payton, is might be one of the best coaching performances I've ever seen by a coach, where no matter what happened in that season, they just kept this dude, the next quarterback, up, not just the next player up. It's easy to replace your middle linebacker, outside backer, D lineman. 1 quarterback, 2 quarterback, 3 quarterbacks, 4. Like, dude literally finna go to the Super Bowl with Mr. Irrelevant. And Mr. Irrelevant and that's what I'm saying. I don't know if the Eagles can register that. Y'all was playing against Mr. Irrelevant. And if Mr. Irrelevant stayed relevant and upright, you got a fight on your hand against Mr. Irrelevant. So going into Patrick Mahomes, that's why it's important. All teams in the National Football League, I wish they could hear this, get the number 1 seed. If you look at the track record, and you look at what Philadelphia did to get to the Super Bowl, that last week they played the Giants. Giants rest their players. Then you got the bye week. Then you turn around and play the Giants again that didn't show up. And then the Niners played their divisional rival, and they played their NFL rival in the Cowboys, and then turn around and played the Eagles. And you was a 2 seed. Get the number 1 seed, man. Get the number 1 seed.
Wins matter.
That one less game is help you.
It surely will. So, Gatwood, What did you think about the Eagles team as a whole?
Uh, like y'all said, they were playing real conservative. I didn't see a lot from Jalen Hurts in that game. To beat the Chiefs, they're gonna have to make bigger plays downfield with AJ Brown. Miles Sanders is gonna have to run the ball good. Um, but like as a football fan, to me it just sucked seeing Purdy get hurt because I'm not a fan of either team. I just wanted to see a good game,
Yeah.
just a dog fight, which I feel like we were robbed of that with Purdy getting hurt. And but I mean, these are probably they've been the best two teams in the NFC all year. I mean, everybody wanted to see this matchup, just like in the AFC. I feel like it goes even back to the national championship. I mean, there's just been a lot of blowouts, like because of there's that blowout and then the injuries. I mean, it just killed that game. That's what sucked to me.
Exactly, and like I said, unfortunately, Hassan Reddick, I guess we didn't take into account of him being the X factor, and he really was the X factor.
Yeah,
because
bro,
they brought something to my attention. They said when he create pressure and get sacks, he create turnovers, and I think he created 2 of them. Like it was close.
Did he play for Arizona? Did he play for
Arizona
last year? So I already seen him before. But what's scary about him? He running freer now because of Fletcher Cox, Adama Consume, Lavelle Joseph. Like
Jordan Davis,
you can't. You're not double teaming this guy. Oh, that's a problem.
Robert Quinn.
That's a problem, man.
And Jordan Davis.
That rotation is ridiculous, man.
That is
that rotation is just like y'all, but they like I said, they like
Josh
to
Sweat
back.
Building the trenches. You don't have to have an elite quarterback always. Like think about it, Brock Purdy. You got the O line and D line. You build the trenches first.
That's why the Saints had a great defense because they had a rotation.
I said this: the NFC, and it's no disrespect, flowers to the AFC, but the way the NFC teams are built, it's physicality, bro. Like you think about it, the Saints, the Commanders, the Niners, the Eagles, the Cowboys, their defenses will knock you out. And I knew that it was. I said it casualties of war. Somebody is going to the Super. So if let's say for instance, Purdy comes back in the game, we win the game. He's still hurt. They got announced today he's gonna be out, so he wouldn't have played in the Super Bowl. So you got to think about that physicality. We would have saw that yesterday, and it was probably best that it went the way that it did because somebody was gonna limp into the Super Bowl. Like it was gonna be, somebody gonna limp into the Super Bowl, and Kansas City gonna beat the hell out of them because it's like if they're really allowed, it's kind of like the SEC. If you really let them just go, they'll behead each other. Far as defensively, now offensively, that's the AFC.
So let me ask Flowers this: were you scratching your head at Cal Shanahan not challenging that Devontae Smith catch along the sideline?
You know what? I think he should have challenged it. Maybe the people upstairs that was in his ear didn't give it to him quick enough. I'm quite sure that's what happened. He didn't get it from upstairs quick enough. But in a game like this, first half, you get 2 challenges.
Y'all didn't think he got it?
Yeah,
he definitely didn't catch that.
He hit the ball down.
Yeah, hit the ground.
But you have nothing to lose. You have
you gotta call timeout or something. You gotta. I know that's a waste of timeouts, but that was a 4th and 4?
4th and 6, and it was early in the game. And you was gonna get a short. You gonna get a short field.
Don't matter.
You gonna get a short field. You're gonna get a short field. You go up and go down and score 7-0. You put the pressure on them. But that's the knock on Cal Shanahan, bro. When you get to the bigger the game get, the smaller his nuts get. Like he don't drop his nuts. It's like you can see him like coaching not to lose, and that's one thing I love and admire by Andy Reid and Sirianni. I got so much respect for him. He's like, dude, I don't care. I'm gonna do whatever I need. You'll never see Kyle Shanahan go for 4th and 6. Like, dude, finna punt that ball, kick a field goal. Like he's old school. So but he's a good coach.
So you rather have at that time of moment. You rather have your coach go for it on 4th and 6? Well, they was on the 45, somewhere around there, because they won that field goal range. The Eagles.
You asking me?
You rather your coach? Yeah, you rather your coach be aggressive on 4th and 6?
I'm in the NFC Championship game. We done played all these games to get to here, and he believe. And I say this all the time. Bro. I don't believe this is what hurting Lamar Jackson and players like Deshaun Watson, and give them an AJ Brown and let's see what we got, because Jalen Hurts went from being an average quarterback to elite quarterback. When I don't believe he's elite, but they're calling him elite just because just having that guy out there. Just put that guy over there, and it changed it. It looked kind of like Donovan McNabb when he got TO. It's like, oh, y'all gonna come on, blitz me. Like, I love the way Jalen handles the blitz too. But yeah, I'm going for it, man. I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. I'm trying to win NFC Championship. So I like the play call.
I didn't like the play calling. I didn't like. Maybe I didn't like the shot, taking that shot downfield. Maybe I didn't like that part of it.
Yeah, it would have changed the momentum. It would have changed the momentum of the game.
I was having half. I was like, just punt it, pin them back. I mean, I got a great defense. So
on the flip side, maybe that's what he was thinking, Sirianni, in the instance. Well, I got a great defense. Yeah. So I don't mind giving it up right here.
Yeah. But see,
go both ways though. Yeah. I would give him like near. It would give him near midfield. So that was a big gamble for sure.
Purdy don't get hurt. It's just football. Purdy don't get hurt right then. Maybe get hurt later on in the game. Yeah. Because it turns the tide. It changes the situation. But I think for Philadelphia, you can't go away from what got you there. That's what they've been doing all year. And if you look at percentage-wise, the Niners struggle on 3rd and long and 4th and long. They don't get out the field. So he was like, I'm going to test your defense. I'm going to test your temperature. And it worked. So kudos to them.
All right. So I hear complaining from this game also about the refs. I think there was like 3 consecutive holding calls that extended. Well, I think 2 of them extended the Eagles' drive.
That was a long drive.
Yeah, that was a long. So, Flowers, did you have a problem with the refs calling the game so tight with the defense holdings?
Half and half with it. The particular drive you're talking about, I think the Eagles scored on, it kept the drives alive. When a ref calls the penalty on 3rd down, that's a barn burner right there. It affects the defense. You're thinking about to get out the field. And you have to reset, and I think that was a 12+ play drive right that they scored on. But, some of those penalties, further on down for the 49ers just being frustrated, a lot of chirping going on, the fans and, the Eagles chirping, and the 49ers just got frustrated, and you got a lot of them penalties like that.
Yeah, for sure, because, some of them, they were kind of handsy. I know there was a hands to the face called on one of y'all D linemen. I can't remember who it was.
The one he was getting hold, and then he just put his hand up. So simultaneously, I got my hand here because you're holding me. But I think that's why I don't like to complain about officiating. But I think the National Football League officiating do dictate the way the game's gonna go. And I think what I was watching was we were finna get out the field again. It's 14-7, and your guy pushed my guy into your punter. That extended another drive. They go down, and it just because they understand. Boy, the San Francisco 49ers won a playoff game in Green Bay against the number 1 seed without scoring an offensive touchdown. So that tells you this: if it's close, they can win any way, shape, form. I seen Jimmy Ward drop a pick over the middle of the field. That would have turned the game. But this is my thing. If was a 5th, we would all be drunk. If the Niner was in that situation and everything was going my way, I'll be sitting here tonight saying the same thing. Like, hey, look. It worked out for us. So that's why I was trying to explain to my counterpart here on the show that you're hanging on to one freaking play forever when everybody gets bad calls here and there. No. Yeah, I'm talking about I was in the Super Bowl and didn't get a holding on Jimmy Smith on Crabtree where we should have won a Super Bowl. Like I was in a Super Bowl. That happened to you in a playoff game. This happened to me in a Super Bowl. So
hold on.
I can't do it.
But our play is blatant. Like you cannot aim him in here. You cannot hit a receiver when the ball's in the air. You cannot.
But watch what I'm going.
Even Pee-wee, they will call that.
Watch what I'm going with this. It's not like you didn't get a chance after that to redeem yourself. I'm calling my guys in the huddle to say, bro, that was some bull crap. They trying to cheat us. Let's go take this game. In a Super Bowl, we played in a Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes, and we had close to 60 sacks that year. If they do this against the Eagles, you're gonna remember I told you this. If they don't call no holding on the Chiefs offensive line and they got the number 1 pass rush, in the National Football League?
Mhm.
You don't get one holding call. That should be weird to you. And at that time, we had
holding on every play.
Right. So we had Nick Bosa that year, DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, D Ford. I'm talking about, and no holding calls against the worst offensive line in football at that time. They wasn't the worst offensive line, but they're gonna hold. If that happened in the Super Bowl this year, if you see Hakeem Reddick not getting any pressure, like something wrong. But but you gotta keep playing, Ben. You got the ball back, and then you went into overtime. You did nothing. So you can't get mad at the officiating. You gotta get mad at yourself.
Like I said, overtime there was a pass interference on Michael Thomas, but you know what I'm saying. I guess we can't win them all, even though we just asking for a little call on a Rob
The game shouldn't have been.
The game.
You was the number one seed. The game should have been close.
Yeah, it should have been, but it was, and the ref cost us. That was I'll just say this: that was the nail in the coffin.
You was already dead. You didn't know it.
Nah. All right. So the Eagles beat the 49ers 31-7. Jalen Hurts moves on. So let me ask y'all. RC brought it up. So Jalen Hurts, is he just a pro, a star, or he's a superstar?
He's top 10, but he's not top 5.
Top 10. I don't know. I'm putting him in top 10 yet.
Like bottom top 10, like probably like 9 or 10.
Like interchange. You talking about like interchangeable? Like it can be arguments made if he was 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm taking him over Dak, no doubt.
Mm.
And a lot of people were like, "Oh, Dak's easily top 10." A lot of people.
I like both of them. I don't know. It just all depends. I don't know.
So, I think in football, and it's unfair, man, because you can't accurately judge these guys off of. Like Lamar Jackson may be really good, but we'll never know because before the Titans pulled the trade for AJ Brown, they tried. They didn't try hard. But can you see Lamar Jackson with AJ Brown? The trade went where he went to the other bird instead of Philadelphia. Yeah. I believe fortunes are different. But you gave this guy last year. This guy looked like he couldn't read the defense. Jalen looked very lost playing quarterback.
And y'all notice they'll run that Chicago Bears offense where they'll just running Jalen on the sweeps and options and crap.
This offense looked very college-ish, like zone read. I'm talking about we defended the crap out of the zone read. Like I was watching, he couldn't do nothing. When he pulled the ball, like that one play when Bosa should have sacked him in the end zone, I'm thinking to myself, like he looked at Bosa like shit, like so. But that's what I'm saying. It's like to me, I've seen him against bad teams light it up, but then when they play teams that can really defend them, and then that was another thing I heard a Cowboy fan say this, that we hung 40 on them. Y'all couldn't hang 40 on them. I'm like, bro, listen, you can't accurately, with the injury, you can't really say what it looked like. But I think he's good, but I don't. But to be in that
top 10,
he can't do what Burrow do.
But is that a bad thing though? Lamar can't do what Burrow do, but Burrow can't do what Lamar do.
No, what I mean is, swap, put Jalen in Cincinnati and put Burrow in Philadelphia. They put 50 on us yesterday. Burrow gonna be, you saw Jalen dropping that thing off, just, and it's called being conservative and taking care of the ball. And that's a great thing. But when you say elite and top tier, if you put Burrow in Philadelphia with Devontae, all them guys, like it's gonna be another guy, Quez Watkins. You can be like, man, these guys are unstoppable. He's gonna make it look even better because he's gonna fully threaten you down the field in all areas of the field. And Mahomes. But if you put Jalen in Cincinnati or in Buffalo,
they made the playoffs, but they're not gonna be as dynamic.
I got a better example.
I agree.
You don't think they made the playoffs? Yeah, go ahead, Flowers.
Okay, let's take Lamar and let's take Jalen and Joe. Okay. If either one of them are down by 14 points, who are you more comfortable with of putting the ball in the hands?
There you go, Fly. Help me out, Phils.
Yeah, well, that's taking out. I'm taking out Jalen, and I seen Lamar try to come back in, and it didn't go so well. So I'm definitely with Burrow.
And if you look at Lamar's record, he has trouble coming back when they're down. Now, when they're ahead, they play great. But it's when you got to come back, we got to bring people back, when you got to use your arm, fully. Can you do things Joe do? And that's the difference, I think.
That's the difference.
I think that's why Lamar fell on our board last year. I can't remember where we had him rated, but he fell out of top 5 for us. We just wasn't infatuated anymore because we want to see something else after that Buffalo playoff game. He still like I said, Greg Roman. He's not letting him blossom. He just keeping that one read. Yeah, he's not there anymore, so it's a good thing. So that's why I think that's why he fell out our top 5. So interesting. I'm real excited for this all season where we get to rank our own guys and compare notes. Because what I do is, let's say Flowers have Burrow rated number 1, RC have Burrow rated number 1, Taylor Gatwood have Burrow rated number 1, and if me and T Wright have Patrick Mahomes rated number 1, y'all get the vote for Burrow because y'all had more votes for him at number 1. So that's how I do the rankings. So, but I also release individual rankings wherever y'all have your top 10 guys at.
But to piggyback on what he said, that was a great. That's even better example. What you said, like, who if I'm down, if the shoe was on the other foot yesterday, and let's say Jalen was on the 49ers and he had to, let's not say he had to face his own defense. His own defense gonna give him problems. And I got to give them credit. Their defensive line is better than mine. We got guys that'll lay you down. They got guys that'll send you on the baby Jesus. Like it showed yesterday. We got guys that's gonna lay you down. They got guys that's gonna knock you out.
I say the Eagles linemen are fast. I say they're faster. They play more with finesse.
They're more seasoned. They've been in the league.
That's the word. That's seasoned. Yeah.
They play ahead, they're gonna be unbeatable. It's just plain and simple because it plays to the style of the defense.
That's how they got them 70 sacks, bro. I thought about it. I said they never really playing from behind, and if they get down in the Super Bowl 21-7, it's gonna be hard for them.
They're gonna be tired.
They're
gonna be tired. They were showing fatigue versus y'all when y'all ran the ball down their throat.
Yeah,
they were like, man, they're like they didn't want to tackle anymore. They were so tired. But anyway. What you about to say, Gatwood?
I said Hurts is 16-1 this year, or the Eagles are 16-1 when Hurts plays this year.
Yeah,
16-1. Hey, that's a pretty good record. All right, let's go on to the game that America is talking about. You're hearing bad things, good things. So I got a couple of questions to ask everybody on the pod and see what they have to say about it. But the Chiefs beat the Bengals 23-20. Came down to the last drive. Gatwood, what did you think about the Chiefs in the Bengals game?
I was just very disappointed. I think Patrick Mahomes was milking that injury big time.
Yeah.
And,
What? You gotta be kidding. You saying people faking injuries out here, man?
I'm not saying he's faking it. I'm saying he was milking it. He was milking it, bro. On that last play when he ran the ball, he looked hurt to you? No,
hey, sometimes you get the energy, man. You get that sorry, endomorphs releasing your brain.
I was sick of hearing talk about it.
He looked 100%.
Every time Mahomes made a bad throw, they're like, "Oh, that was the ankle, Jim." Every time. Tony Romo.
Oh my god! I'm so glad.
Tony Romo knows, man. He knows.
I'm so glad he didn't do any of my.
That's that built-in excuse.
Ben, he don't know nothing about winning playoff games.
But he know about injuries.
He's so dramatic, too. I'm glad he didn't do any of my games.
Y'all hate on Romo, man. He's good, man. He's good.
Y'all
explain
to me that 3rd and 9 play where they blow the whistle and then it ends up 4th and 4 and they come back a minute later like, oh, wait, no, we're going to replay.
All right. Since you brought that up, let's look at it real quick. Let me see, can I pull it up? Since you brought that up. So let's take a look. Let me make sure I got the right screen for this.
I bet you Bengal fans see you griping about a call. They probably tell you to shut up, dog. The Bengals be getting screwed. They be getting screwed. I haven't seen a couple games. It just don't make sense.
All right, so here's the play Gat was talking about.
Game. Oh, there he is coming in, but nobody could hear the whistle.
but nobody can hear the whistle.
So nobody can hear the whistle. You see
He ain't
him
the
coming
only one.
right in from the far right. So he's trying to stop the play, but nobody can hear him.
Who's on offense though? Who on offense? So you're on offense in your own stadium, right?
Yeah.
You can't hear the whistle. It's quiet.
Those. I don't know, man.
Bull crap, man.
Listen, bull crap.
You gotta think about it, man. You when they're on offense, why would the stadium be loud? And the Bengals don't travel like the Cowboys and the 49ers and another team. No, it don't. Like, listen, I think we need to call is certain plays in this game where, like, on the play where Mahomes scrambles, go watch your guy that came out of New Orleans. Not what the big guy, what's his name?
Trey Hendrickson.
The guy got it. He's holding him, and then he kind of bats his arm down like that. Bro, what else I can do? That's the only way Mahomes gets out the back door because he has to hold the guy. So I'm like, bro, you can't tell me that's the play. That's the defining play to get them in a position to go to the Super Bowl. Him scrambling out of the pocket on one leg.
Exactly.
And you gotta hold.
He won it. I like I said, the NFL stated that's holding on every play.
Okay,
so sometimes they let them play. Sometimes they don't call it. Sometimes I see it all the time. People getting held and they don't call it.
Listen,
they're gonna sit on their hands when Mahomes needs to win. They're gonna sit on their hands every time.
Yeah.
So they had Mahomes a Super Bowl victory when they lost.
But watch this. What play have they been consistently calling? You can't fall on the quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, even though we know that Josh Johnson is top tier garbage juice. Okay. when he fumbles the football falling backwards, he still got the football. His ass hits the ground, and the guy is falling on him. They consistently all year called that it's roughing the passer, did they not?
They didn't know he was a quarterback.
Okay, but still, it depends on who it is. And I heard a guy say this.
That's true.
Yeah, you can call holding every play. But did y'all see in both games where the offensive linemen were from both teams, either team, just leaving early? Like these games had premier pass rushes on both. I'm talking about. I watched Lane Johnson who's playing on the bad wheel. He getting out his stand so quick. I'm like, dude, like Nick Bosa can't. He is. Both of you guys are all pro. It's gonna be a workout. So you're gonna let him do that all game. Then I watch the Chiefs. I'm like, dude, if you don't stop Clark, another Michigan guy, this dude is leaving. These guys are leaving. The offensive linemen are leaving before. I'm like, man, it's a lot of stuff you just got to see with your naked eye, dude. The NFL do some crazy stuff. It's not the players. And they're not blatantly saying we're gonna pick this team, but they have favorable matchups. They want to see this team play this team. And I hate the conspiracy theory stuff. But you can see some of that stuff. Be like, man, it's WWE.
If you have an organization, you want to see your top teams play against. I don't have I'm not going to say that's a lie or anything, but I can find that to be true that the NFL want to see those type of matchups. You don't want to see a boring, boring game with no team don't have no business being in there. But we gotta give credit to the Chiefs, man. Like they had injuries all over the place. Kelsey was questionable. Tony, Juju. They had a list of guys that were hurt.
They were all playing,
but they weren't doing much.
Because they were getting stopped.
They were limited.
Right, at this point in the year, everybody hurt.
Yeah, but I'm saying when your skilled players are banged up and MVS, who would thought MVS would come out and kill them in this game? So it's just not like the Bengals, the Chiefs didn't come out and get a victory. They did. They put the game plan together, and they created mismatch with MVS. They didn't have no answer for this guy, which I have no clue.
Tyler Boyd was playing a good game and he got hurt.
Yeah, he stayed out a little bit. But I'm saying though, the Chiefs game plan, they found mismatches in with MVS in certain corners.
Zach Taylor, to me though, you got to run the shit out of P. Ryan.
Joe Mixon. Where was Mixon? Joe Mixon. He substitute Joe Mixon after the game. He should learn his lesson versus the Rams. Yeah. He took Joe Mixon out that drive and lets P. Ryan run it. How long P. Ryan been in the league? I know he been in a good league. I know he's a vet right now. But
Yeah.
Joe Mixon is younger, faster, stronger, in my opinion.
I didn't get that.
I don't get it either.
It's Zach
So
Taylor. It's the Mike LaFleur, Zach Taylor, that coaching tree of Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan. They do the weirdest stuff. Like they do the opposite of what you think. Like yesterday, Elijah Mitchell was hurt. Jordan Mason should be running the ball with Christian McCaffrey. I mean, you already know, like, they don't do the obvious thing. They don't do what you would think they're supposed to do.
Joe
They do the
Mixon.
opposite of, like, Mixon would have had 30 carries yesterday.
I don't even
He
remember
needed
seeing
to.
Elijah Mitchell. I don't even remember seeing Elijah Mitchell much at all in that game.
He didn't play, he was hurt. But I'm saying Mixon had that, he had a bunch of carries in Buffalo. Why not duplicate what you did in Buffalo?
Yeah.
Like, are the coaches in on this crap? Because it don't make sense to me.
Yeah,
Right.
it don't make
What-
sense. Joe Mixon, he getting paid the amount of money he getting paid to do what he need to do. He only had 8 carries.
That's unacceptable, bro.
You know that a
That's
horrible game
ridiculous.
for the Bengals?
Huh?
Jermaine Pratt, that dude was missing tackles left and right. He couldn't cover nobody. That dude was playing like trash. And then after the game, he goes and yells at that D lineman for pushing Mahomes out of bounds. I was like, dude, y'all wouldn't even been there if you could cover somebody and tackle.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Bengals, they play bad. They didn't play a great game. If I feel like they were firing all cylinders and playing like the best ball they could play, they would beat the Chiefs that night. But
Man, listen, they've been beating the
screwed
Chiefs.
up.
They've been kicking the Chiefs, but so
Talk
it was
too
gonna be
much.
hard. It was gonna be hard. Yeah.
Talk to me. Eli Apple.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Eli Apple giving bulletin board. And
But bro, listen, they were good. They're better than the Chiefs.
They are.
The issues is, let's just say the officiating was what it was 20 years ago, where you just let them play. Just let them play. It's gonna get real different if you just let the Bengals just, you call your holding, your occasional holding, and your pass interference. Just let them go. You got the Bengals in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
because
like I said,
they built for this slug. Come on, like if Zach Taylor called it how we're saying, like Zach, and I want to say this: none of us are head coaches of a football team, but we don't watch enough football to know. Hey, bro, just run the ball, dude. Like
he had 3 catches. Joe Mixon.
He acting like he's Devin Singletary or something. Dude's freaking Joe Mixon. Dude's a dog.
The time of the year where you use your playmakers.
And that's
no
why
ifs, ands, or buts.
Where'd that defense out?
And that's why I say that I feel like there was more than Bengals than the refs, because they let Pacheco, what's his name? Pacheco. They let Pacheco just have his way.
And he a rookie, dog.
That's why the pass rush was there so heavy, because they were one dimensional. They weren't even handing the ball to Mixon hardly.
And that's what screwed them.
The Chiefs did what the Bengals should have done.
Yeah.
They played. It's the playoffs, bro. You can win a Super Bowl. Either one of these teams can win a Super Bowl. The 2 teams that left, they're gonna run the football at each other. And I don't think you're just gonna see a bunch of, especially with Mahomes being injured, him just slinging it 50 times. So, but we're gonna break. I think that what's gonna break it open for either it's gonna be turnovers. Who turned the ball over? That's another thing Joe Burrow got to understand. Like, listen, bro.
He had 2. He had what, 2?
2.
Him and Josh Allen.
Joe, you called me some money yesterday.
Man, that deep one, he should have threw that. That was double coverage.
That was really good coverage, though. Like, it wasn't a bad ball. That was really, really, at the end of the day,
that was a 50-50 ball.
It was on 3rd down, and it was basically like a punt. So
that was a 50-50 ball.
He was trying to make a
punt. That really was.
You know what Joe needs? An offensive line.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Sean Payton.
Alex Kappa being hurt. That hurt them, too.
Chris Jones. They lost 2
that
Sharping
number 74 was getting bullied the whole game, getting pushed back.
That's why you run the ball. That's why you
to the edge.
I think every team has a guy on their offensive line. I know we do. Mike McGlinchey gets washed out every game. So every team has that right tackle or that left tackle that just can't do nothing. I don't know how he's starting. We have one. I'm gonna say mine's Mike McGlinchey. Do you have one Flower on your team that you see
Ooh,
struggle
Matt.
on your?
Oh God, Matt Pryor, man.
Andrews Pete
Yeah, bro. Everybody
and
got one. You be
Caesar
like, bro.
Louise. Well,
You
Caesar
know how I
Louise
know?
had a better year.
You
Andrews
know how I
Pete.
know
Ryan
that,
Kelly this year.
that Sharping dude's trash, number 74 on the Bengals? The Texans drafted him. Bill O'Brien drafted him in the second round. That's how I know he's trash. I mean, if Bill O'Brien drafts you, you're probably trash.
Yeah,
Let,
I agree.
let me add on to that real quick, Gatwood. And this is where I got to get on to Zach Taylor and company. Okay, Chris Jones. You can't miss him. That's a big fella, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Why don't you prioritize scheming Chris Jones? You have 3 wideouts, even though Tyler Boyd got hurt. You can leave a tight end in. You can leave a back end. You can just run 2-3 wide sets and give Joe, more than 5 people to help protect him. But what do I know?
Exactly. I guess we don't know nothing since we ain't getting paid the big bucks. We
Right.
ain't coaching nowhere.
What do I know?
Yeah. All right. So let's look at 2 calls that happened in this game that everybody's talking about. Well, look at 1 call really. Then we're gonna look at Mr. Pratt video. So here's the hit out of bounds.
Are trying to stop him from a field goal. You got this great kicker, Harrison Butker, and it's on the 3rd and 4. We've seen this 100 times now. Mahomes rolls out, and Joseph Osai, 58, hits him late. He hits him demonstratively late, and it's chaos. It looked like he also blew his knee out on the play, which I guess he didn't because he walked off. And there's a long delay. And there was a subtext here of maybe the official didn't want to call it, or maybe he was just really thinking about it. But he called it, and he should have called it. It's a black and white, objective roughing the passer. He was way out of bounds. The contact was enough. I watched it from a few different angles. Did Mahomes sell it? Maybe a little. He didn't flop. He was hit.
Bro, that's bull crap. He sold it. You can see him.
No. He didn't sell it. He didn't sell it to the end when he got pushed. Then he flopped.
I think people need to understand if you hadn't played the sport or you hadn't played a sport, and you're asking me, it's like the people like, why do they do that? Like they don't know what a side. They see a guy running.
His partner pulled up.
I disagree with you on that, RC. I gotta disagree. I don't disagree with you too much, but I gotta disagree with you on that one.
So do you not think I've seen it happen so much? You think people that stupid?
Yeah, his partner pulled up. His partner stopped running.
Stupid. See, RC, okay. Listen to me on this, please.
I'm here. I hear you.
Listen to me. Okay, if I'm a linebacker and I'm running towards Mahomes, Mahomes is not going to cut it up the field and gain additional yards. And you're running towards the sideline. Why?
I know. That's why I'm saying I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
But it was stupid,
when we watched the video, like I said, it was like 2. It was another linebacker chasing him.
Mike Hilton was standing right there.
Yes, the guy pulled up. Like the rest of the Bengals players just stopped, but he kept going. I was just like,
okay.
I'm heading towards the sideline. He was going. You see the angle he was running to. He wasn't running like this. He was running straight ahead.
He got tunnel vision, and he wanted to hit Patrick Mahomes so bad. Like he just
That's
tunnel vision.
That's what happens.
I think I'm gonna walk that back because it does. I just be seeing it so much. I'm probably if you was much football I watch, I see it so much. I'm like, they can't be that stupid because we got one. Dre Greenlaw yesterday was punching that football. Boom.
Oh.
I'm like Dre.
That was frustration.
They were already losing
hit the guy.
When,
even though it didn't hit the guy, I'm like, dude, you did the first couple times. Okay,
stop. You're right.
But then I saw Dallas do it the week before. I saw Minnesota do it. I'm like, can they be that stupid? What it is, it's not that they're stupid. It is in that moment, it's frustration because when Mahomes is taking off running, in his mind, he's thinking, I don't know what he's thinking. But the game, they about to go home. Either way it goes. Yeah,
Overtime.
Damn.
Overtime. Say
as a defender, you do get locked in. Especially on the quarterback. I mean, you don't get to hit the quarterback as much. So you do get locked in. It's just like a lion chasing
I don't think it should
prey.
be 15-yard penalty, though.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
That's always what it's been.
Yeah, that's
But
dangerous.
look,
Like
Hitting the
we've
quarterback on the
all played
sideline.
sports here, right?
Yeah.
We've all played sports. I'm quite sure all of y'all, whether Taylor, it was ninth inning, and all when we played football, whatever, we always knew what down it was. We knew how much time was left on the clock,
yeah,
and we
you're
knew
right.
what we needed to do situationally.
You're
And we
right.
are not professionals.
Yeah, cause look, what you always do when you play sports, you look up at the
Look at the
scoreboard,
clock.
especially close game. You always looking up.
At that
It used to
moment,
I
amaze
agree.
me.
you looking at the clock. Okay, they're 60 yards away, from a field goal.
Mhm.
It's not. I'm playing this in my mind. We get a stop right here. We can get the overtime. If they complete a ball, keep them in bounds. Hold them up. Keep them in bounds. Keep that clock running. Is it the coaching? Is it the players?
I agree.
That's
It's
why
disappointing.
J.R.
it's
Smith
not
did,
having a
man.
field awareness. It's not having
I done
awareness.
seen the Chiefs do this so much. It's like they're better
Yes.
under those situations. Like last year when they beat the Bills with 13 seconds, it was
Yes.
no doubt in my mind the game was over. I'm like, you're not finna pull that rabbit out your ass because there ain't no rabbit.
Let's go back a couple of plays prior.
Yeah, okay, come on.
The punt. The punt.
Horrible.
That's
Right
a
to it.
holding. That was a holding right there.
Why do you punt it in the middle of the field
Right
to a
him
guy that runs a
on the line.
4-3 and you're trying to get the overtime?
You put some punt it to the sideline.
Like I
Punt it
seen
to
him
the
play.
sideline.
I seen him play earlier this year where we squib kick, and I don't know why you squib kick and set a team up to win the game. Like we had to fight to the end, but you made it easier for them by squibbing and giving them a short field. Like it's just, bro, some stuff, bro. Like yesterday,
That's what.
I was like, dude, it don't make sense, dude. But they be like, man, you're
Yeah,
right. You got to be
it's
smart.
it's so common sense that it's not so common. I guess
Right. You're
that's
right.
why I said, like, how are these guys coaches? How are these guys players when they don't?
I didn't like his teammate getting on his butt.
Y'all
like
want to
that
see
at the end of the game.
Y'all want to see it? I
Like,
have it right here.
that was trash.
Pratt's when he play like garbage anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I have it right here. Let's see it. Excuse the cussing.
This motherfucker last year. The fuck? Why the fuck you cut the quarterback?
I can't be mad at him.
Bro, Michael Parsons.
Hold on, that kid's 22, ain't he? He's 22, something like that.
Michael Parsons was upset with that. He was not happy about that.
I wouldn't
because
I don't know. I can't say what I was done. To be honest, I have gotten into it with teammates over stupid stuff. I don't know. I can't say. I don't know if I yelled at
You
him.
can't say nothing after how you played.
That's what I'm saying. If I play garbage, I'm more down myself. I don't have time to be frustrated with somebody else. Like that's just how I am. Now, if I play a heck of a game, yeah, I'm gonna be mad. But if I play boo boo, yeah, I ain't gonna say a word. I'm like, dang, I can't.
If you're gonna be a leader, you pull them to the side 1-on-1. You don't do it.
Well, that's different kind of leader. That's different. I want to say if you're a leader, that's different kind of leaders.
That's not the reason why. First of all, I'm the coach or a player near the guy. He's not the reason why we lost the game, yo. This game was not lost right there. Like at one point in time, I felt like the Bengals had control of the game. Maybe in the first half, it was just like the Bengals. They didn't have control as far as the score, but it was just like they was getting ready to knock them out. And you had the ball at one time to win the game. So, you got. I mean, Joe Burrow. You're not talking to Joe Burrow. Joe, you can't throw them 2 picks. Stupid.
Yeah, he said it, Joe.
That's true. That is true.
Like, bro, you can't
see. That was that's why I be getting confrontations.
I'd have looked at him and I'd have said, "Bro, you tripping?" Because, and then I just read him his rights. Like, dude, you missed 14 times. I'd have just made up some stuff because I know they got the audio. You missed 14 times. You ain't been tackling all year. You're the reason I've been going in on it, bro. Like, hey, bro. Like your mama is sitting in the nosebleed because you ain't even been playing like nothing. I'd have been on his ass.
He's a good kid though. He's a good guy. He took it. Like he was down on himself. Yeah, he's young,
he's
man.
You know he cared.
It was
unfortunate. I was
crying,
mad more of because of my gambling with this game, of course.
Yeah, me too. I lost some money, bro.
Yeah, I lost. You know why? You know why I lost? because I needed a touchdown from Joe Mixon, but they ran it in with P-Ryan instead.
Yeah, that too. I had
That's
I had
Well,
missing for a touchdown. They ran with P Ryan.
Yeah,
I was like, come
y'all
on.
seen my ticket yesterday.
yeah.
Can I tell America about my ticket yesterday?
Yeah, go
Joe,
ahead, Flowers. Go lay it
that was
out.
crazy.
America. Professor Flowers put together a 3-prop parlay ticket. On this ticket, I had Jalen Hurts scoring 1 touchdown. He did score 1 touchdown. Didn't matter
Easy
how.
money.
He
Easy
got
All
it.
right. Patrick Mahomes had scored 2 touchdowns. Didn't matter how. Patrick gave
Easy
me the
money.
2. Okay, my third and final Joe Burrow. Ladies and gentlemen, I needed Joe Burrow to score 2 touchdowns.
Wow,
All right.
Joe.
Supposed to be easy money.
This 3-prop bet, $1.75 America, it would have paid me $4,480.
How did you get that?
Wow.
It was a prop bet on Bravada. The odds, I think, like the odds for both Joe and Patrick were like plus 440, and for me
Wow.
putting it for 2 apiece jumped it up so dramatically.
You know what? Your bet sound like that kid on Bleacher Report. He put in a $5 bet and a payout like 72,000, and he had Kelsey scoring a touchdown in the first quarter, Dak scoring a touchdown in the first quarter, Patrick Mahomes scoring a touchdown in the first quarter, and I can't remember the other guy. And he had 5 players, and he hit all 5 players, and he won $72,000.
That is crazy.
I had 2 more players on this ticket, and I took them off. I had Miles Sanders on the ticket to score, and I had
he scored 2.
He scored 2,
Mm-hmm.
and I had Brock Purdy, but I took Purdy off.
You felt that was in your soul. That is crazy, man.
Welcome to my life of gambling.
He got that baseball.
I'm feeling kind of good too, because I won some money last week. I said, "Oh yeah, I got this. I'm on a run now." Nope, lost my money.
And it's crazy how you can flip $5, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Like, bro, it's crazy to take $5 and win $250. You like $5? Oh, I can do this every week. That's
Listen
crazy.
to me.
You spend that in a Dollar Tree
together and do the Super Bowl prop bets.
Yeah, we need to do it. Let's do it.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm down.
So that was the Bengals and the Chiefs. A lot of Bengals fans are mad, but Crawmey River, guys, Saints, we got a long history of this. So
crazy, man. That's crazy. You finna $4,000 off a $1. Man, that's crazy. Listen,
man, you were going.
I'm trying to become the master of the small dollar. I'm telling you.
Yeah. You was on your way.
You were begging
letting your money work for you. That's it right there. All right. So did y'all hear about this? Kellen Moore was fired today, and he was hired part ways. He was fired. But he went to the Chargers signed him. He going to the Chargers. RC, what do you think about Kellen Moore being Herbert OC?
Let me tell y'all something, bro. The Cowboys wake up, their house be perfectly fine. The children in the bed, the wife, they ain't into it with the wives, and they just be like, I can't function. And when there's no dysfunction, let me just go create some drama. You had a top 5 offense. You had the second highest scoring offense. I think he was behind the Chiefs. And you got rid of that guy. I mean, bro, listen, what is the answer to the problem? If there's no problem, what's the answer to the problem? Like, you just create one, huh? So you may tell me you're going to get rid of Kellen Moore, because if you're getting rid of him because of 2 of the last 2 plays that he had against the 49ers last year and this year, it's crap, because I don't care nothing about Zeke being, at center and snapping the ball. They didn't have a play in their playbook that was going to get a touchdown anyway. Yeah. So if you fired him off of that you would just look, you was nitpicking. Then the year before, when they ran a quarterback draw, then that was bad. You had enough time. But still, look what your offense has done the last 3 or 4 years. You've been ranked. I mean, then you was ranked second this year. So you got, and you go, who gonna call plays? Mike McCarthy. He got Tecmo Bowl plays.
McCarthy's gonna call it.
Come on, bro. He got plays.
Good for Herbert, though.
Yeah,
it's
because
gonna
look,
be
what's so
crazy.
weird about it? Kellen Moore has come a long way from calling the offense side of the ball, and he's been putting his own blueprint on it. So I'm kind of intrigued on how the Charger offense is going to look because
Unstoppable.
you saw this year Dallas was committed to running the ball, so that should mean Eckler should be getting the ball way more earlier downs, early in the quarters. So this might be actually good for Burrow because they're gonna take some pressure off him and try to limit him throwing the ball.
He
Like
got better
35,
receivers too.
yeah, he got better receivers 35 times a game. So it might actually work out for Herbert.
Yeah, it is. But it's gonna be really bad for Dallas. And
It's
Yeah, where did Dallas
McCarthy.
go from here?
Well,
ladies and
is
gentlemen,
McCarthy's job on the line? I'm sorry,
yeah,
Steve.
he trying to get him out of there. This is you can see the writing on the wall.
He
Flower.
trying to get who out of there?
McCarthy, you got bro. He gonna give McCarthy the keys to a car that McCarthy is not. He's a backseat rider. He needs to catch an Uber. He don't never. You finna get him the keys to a car in modern day football. He was struggling calling plays. All right, good luck, Dallas. We play y'all this year too. Good luck.
It's gotta be his last straw for Kellen Moore to be gone because we know Jared Jones like Kellen Moore. For him to be gone, it has to be McCarthy's last straw.
Well, he getting Cowboys this far and keep failing. So I don't know. If your coach is winning, y'all keep getting there and getting close, man. I don't think dismantling the system is the way to go. You just need a couple more players. Sometimes you are few players away.
Dak's the problem.
What do you say?
Dak's the problem.
Dak is not the problem.
Yes.
Dak is the problem.
Okay,
Can I
so
say
you
something
take
real
away
quick?
Dak. Okay, everybody want to take away a QB. Everybody want to take away a QB.
5-1.
Cooper Rush won by do nothing compared to what Dak has done in that 49ers game. It probably been worse.
Wait. So
yeah.
Wait, hold on. You don't think Dak? So listen, man. This is what we clash, me and you. We watch Mr. Irrelevant outplay Dak Prescott. Wait. All you gotta do is don't turn the ball over, Jack. He turning the ball over.
Horrible turnover.
There's good,
but
Dak
that can be
bad
corrected.
Dak.
We have seen that happen where coaches have corrected quarterbacks.
How long Dak been in the league?
He's a rookie.
I don't know.
How long Dak been in the league?
What,
Long
6
enough.
years, 7 years?
7. Yeah.
6, 7 years.
So you telling me you got a peel that gonna fix Jimmy Garoppolo over turning the ball over too?
Jimmy G is not that though.
Just they the same person. It's just one of them is African American.
And we always talking about, but RC, how many times you give praise to Kyle Shanahan for his scheme?
That's even worse, bro. That's even you making my point even more. That means listen, I'm having to hide your deficiencies, bro. You so flawed as a quarterback that I'm having to look what it looked like. The 49ers went from averaging right around 14 to 16, 17 points with Jimmy Garoppolo to scoring 35 points a game with Mr. Irrelevant just because he was more accurate. So imagine what the Cowboys would have looked like if Dak just took care of the ball. They're good enough. I told the Cowboy fan, I said, bro, the Cowboys are good enough to be in a Super Bowl, but you can't. They've hung 40 points on the Eagles with good Dak, with Cooper Rush. Was it good Dak? Good Dak.
Yeah.
Good Dak. Hung 40 on the Eagles defense. This vaunted defense you talking about.
Dak don't got the it factor either. He is not clutch. I'm sorry.
Explain
There's
yourself.
only a few selective quarterbacks that has it factor. Where y'all going with this? That's like majority lead on how the it factor.
But he don't have the not turnover factor.
He'll never win a Super Bowl.
Just don't turn the ball over, bro. You could turn the ball over like this. Hey, the ball was tipped. Goes in the air. Yeah. But you can't turn the ball over like this. Look up when I talk to you, son. Look up. Throw the ball.
Now look at this song.
He threw the ball. He throwing the ball right to the other team, bro. You cannot make that up. And you really good because you want to stand on Dak is good. Go ahead. As a Cowboy fan.
So 2021.
Oh God.
That
Here we go.
4,449 yards.
Wait. Let me stop you. They had Amari Cooper. They had CeeDee Lamb.
But see, if he turnover prone, then he gonna just throw a whole bunch of interceptions if he thinking like that.
Dak
Well, I'm saying,
needs
hold on, let me finish though.
Amari Cooper and plus. to help
Okay,
him.
so look at he throwing to. He just throwing to CeeDee Lamb. You talked about Gallup. You talked about Noah Brown. So
Look,
how
Mahomes is an
Dak
A. Dak is a B. That's the difference.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But he's not.
Dak is a B minus.
No. But hold on, let me read this.
That's-
37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, a QB rating of 104. In 2019, he threw for 4,902 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. A QBR 99.
But what has he done though?
He's went backwards.
No. And so he can't be a Jimmy G putting up numbers like that.
No, he's not Jimmy G because Jimmy G been to the Super Bowl. We ain't gonna talk about that.
But no, that's another story for the Cowboys in a whole.
But listen,
More than
no. This is what it is. Listen, bro. Amari Cooper was highly rated out of college, was he not?
Yes.
Was he not?
Yeah.
He was a
Okay.
Heisman.
CeeDee Lamb's highly rated out of college, was he not?
Yes.
Ezekiel Elliott, highly rated out of college, was he not?
Yes.
The
Even
stats-
if he's even had Dez Bryant and Jason Witten. And, listen,
Good
man,
offensive line.
listen to me. You're not finna sit up here because you want to make excuses for quarterback because you like them,
No.
but then you want to criticize guys you see actually do and produce on the field. You say,
Who
I
I'm
don't believe.
criticizing?
I
Purdy.
don't believe in Purdy. I don't believe in
Yeah,
Purdy.
of course. Why would I believe in him when he's
Because he was undefeated before he got hurt. What do you mean? Why
the
wouldn't you
team
believe
was
in him?
undefeated. Purdy was not undefeated.
Wow.
The team was undefeated.
He played in
Let's
the
get
game.
that
with the
correct.
Cowboys.
When he got
Let's
hurt.
get that correct here first.
He played in the
You see that
game
when
with
Josh Johnson went in.
tremendous drop off.
Josh
Tremendous-
Johnson's been around for. We already know what Josh Johnson
but watch
was.
this.
Josh Johnson been around for almost 15 years.
But that's even more reason for you to
That
take
don't
care of the ball.
correlate to being
But
a good
watch this.
quarterback.
So you thought Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota. You argued me down. You can get me with Mitch Trubisky. I said that. I'll stand on that. But Jameis Winston ain't that much better than Mitch Trubisky. And you know damn well Andy Dalton. The red rifle. He was calling for him. Bring in the red rifle. What did the red rifle do?
He did.
And
What do you want me to say? I
Shoot
feel
like
like
a high point.
I don't know what you're trying to get here.
Against the
Right,
Arizona Cardinals, he was throwing to the other team. All I need you to do, you do not need an elite quarterback to win a Super Bowl. All you need a guy
Yeah.
is
You can win it with
Jalen-
Dak.
you need a Jalen Hurts who's smart enough to take care of the football and not try to play outside of who. Don't listen to the media and try to be something you're not. Just be what you are. And Tua derailed the Dolphins seasons because of injuries and bad decisions. Like he couldn't affect the injury part of it. But when he was upright and was thinking clearly, he was throwing to the other team at times. So Dak is doing that,
Come
bro.
on.
He's the reason.
Like y'all want to compare Dak to different quarterbacks. So I say let's put together a poll. Pick a quarterback that y'all think.
We need a poll.
Because like let me say, I'm just wondering about this because Dak is have proven record here.
No, bro.
23 touchdowns,
Here you go.
4 interceptions, 22 touchdowns.
Skip
13
Bayless
interceptions,
don't like
22.
you. Skip
That's what I'm
Man.
saying. Like,
Bayless. Come on, bro.
Man, do
It's
you
overall-
understand those
Make
old stats that you read out? Those teams were loaded.
Yes.
Dak had better talent around him, so it allowed him to do more.
exactly.
Okay, he's making
what's
so much money now. He has to be your all in everything, and he cannot do it. That's the problem.
Exactly. But how many handful of quarterbacks that can be your all in all though?
Listen, we're
Well,
not
they're
asking.
paying Dak like
we only
one.
got a handful. Of course, they paying him.
They're
that much
paying
because-
Dak like one.
Yes, they pay him because of the
So,
cap. Because of
Don't get mad when we criticize Dak when he's making damn near $50 million a year.
And another
They
thing,
have to pay him because of how
No, they don't.
it's
They didn't.
trending.
Who
Dak didn't
pays
have
for
the
put
it?
problem.
if you put Dak Prescott on the Philadelphia
So why
Eagles,
Kyler Murray got paid?
hold on. If you put Dak Prescott on the Philadelphia Eagles and you put him on the Kansas City Chiefs, they both at the house. You know why?
They in the
Okay.
playoffs.
Turn the thing over too
He
much.
gonna turn it over.
Oh my word, y'all! So okay, so Joe Burrow threw 2 of them,
And they at the
And they're
house.
at the house. And he's at the house.
So Joe
He's
Burrow
at
is
the
not
house.
bad.
Interceptions,
So
though.
just because he throw interceptions, Joe Burrow is not bad, but Joe Burrow,
Bro,
throw
you can't
interceptions.
lead the league in it. Bro, listen.
Joe Burrow's
He
been to the
had
Super
a
Bowl.
bad year. It's
Listen,
it's
listen.
fine. He had a
I watched
bad
Matthew Stafford
receivers.
lead. Matthew Stafford He's been top. He's like Brett Favre when it comes to interception. He throw a lot of interceptions, but
And
he's
guess
been
what? He
on
going to the Hall of Fame.
But he's been a Detroit Lion. I can't hold it against him. When Dak Prescott plays for an American team, bro, I tell Cowboy fans this all the time. The Cowboys supposed, at least in the last 10 years, they should have been to a Super Bowl by now. They've had the talent.
At least an NFC championship.
At this point, they just digging in there. They, like today, they created an issue. Like Jerry Jones, I hate to say this. I hate hearing people say, you got to die. We got to go somewhere. I don't want to put him in the ground. He got to go somewhere because he holding back. This fan base is loyal. They the only fan base that punch their TV. We don't punch a TV. They running over people because you know why? You got one guy holding you back. If you don't throw them 2 picks against the 49ers, they're going to make the 49ers have to. It's just who going to turn it over. It'll have been even closer.
Yeah, it'll been come down to a field goal.
Come on, man.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Even with those 2 interceptions, well, the first interception, they still had a chance to win that game.
No.
So I'm just saying,
field position.
That one interception. No, I'm talking about the first interception. The second interception is what did them in when they threw it in the red zone. That was did them in.
This is what you don't understand. The dude is he is.
Don't say it.
He is bad. They showed a percent. They showed a stat because you love stats. He's like 14%. Like he could completing 14% of his passes under pressure.
That is terrible. 14%.
Come on, cuz.
They made that up. They made that up.
Make that up because I've seen.
Yeah, because if a guy throwing for 4,000, almost 5,000 yards, then he must be. He gotta be under pressure.
Well, what was they?
When pressured.
How many games? They were up most of their games. They were beating up on their division. They were doing what they're supposed to do. It's when it's time to play the big boys. It's when it matters. He's going home. He's going home when it matters.
Okay, let me ask y'all this. Y'all talking about Dak not winning the big games. Name all the quarterbacks in the last 10 years that have won the Super Bowl.
Bro, listen, you moving the goalpost. Like they say that, moving the goalpost.
I'm moving the goalpost. There's only a slim move on. There's only a slim pickings of quarterbacks that have won a Super Bowl. Well, we have Mahomes, we have Brady, right?
Is Nick Foles
Russell Wilson, Peyton Manning, Flacco? Who else are we missing?
Foles,
Matthew Stafford,
Patrick
Mahomes, Brady done won a bunch of them. So what you saying?
I'm saying that it's only a slim picking that's gonna ever take you over the hump. It's just
no, bro.
We just come out.
If you're not a top 5 quarterback, then every year them top 5 quarterbacks gonna be in the running for the Super Bowl. That's just how it is.
Well, you just said it yourself. That's why Dak can never be in the runner.
Jalen Hurts ain't top 5.
Who?
Jalen Hurts not top 5.
Jalen Hurts, he got a good luck of the draw by Purdy game. I feel like the 49ers going. The team, the scheme. Sometimes let me just like when Flacco won his, it was the Baltimore defense.
Wait a minute. Flacco made some throws.
Yeah, he made a big throw. He made a big throw to
more than one.
I can't remember the guy right now.
You're not gonna talk about Eli Manning and Joe Flacco because they do something that your guy can't do. In the playoffs, they play up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw
Eli.
Yes, he did. He done beat Brady twice.
Super Bowl.
But wait, listen,
the
bro. Listen,
helmet catch.
Yeah, it counts.
The great
Mario Manningham catch. Not even the helmet catch. What about the Mario Manningham pass?
I don't even mention Eli right now.
But look, Eli did something before the catch that you don't want to acknowledge. Guy had him wrapped up. Eli done got out of a tackle.
Ain't never seen Eli do that.
Because you know what?
Hey, pause, RC. He seen it because we was in the room together watching it. He know it.
And he a Patriot fan. He a Patriot fan. He was a little salty. But my point is, it's Dak's inability to get his team over the hump in key situations like that to even keep us alive. Like, man, listen, the National Football League quarterback, everybody can get out of the pocket, move around. You ain't got to just be like Michael Vick. But watch Dak when he decides to scramble. It's like, what did I do? Which way do I go, George? Which way did I go?
Nah, it's like, don't want to get hurt. He don't want to do that. He don't want to do that anymore.
He's not willing to sacrifice to win the game. He's never going to get him over the hump.
Just like Tom Brady. Tom Brady ain't gonna run either.
He's got 7 rings, bro.
So I guess he's smart. I guess he don't want to sacrifice himself.
He's got 7
rings.
rings.
Know how to manipulate the pocket. He should know how to move up.
But still, though, that's what Dak's trying to do. Trying to learn. Maybe you're trying to learn that skill. We don't know.
You're not finna do Brady because you want to save Dak. It's like, listen, Dak in Dallas. Hey, Dak right now in Dallas like a man with 5 toes. I'm talking about between 2 feet. He ain't standing up. He barely standing. He gonna go before Mike McCarthy. No, he won't. McCarthy will leave before Dak, but because you got to pay Dak. But I just feel like, bro,
that's Jerry Jones' son.
You love Dak Prescott too much, man. Like
I don't love. I just defend. I feel like he get unwarranted. He get unwarranted hate all the time. I feel like he's a very good quarterback.
Romo's
but
better.
You can't. But listen, how do you? This is what I say. You've been demoted to being a punter to.
I got to scout it. Hurts my quarterback in the Super Bowl. Hurts. That's one of my guys.
You're wrong there. But I'm saying you've been demoted to kicker and punter, scouting them and analyzing them because when it comes to quarterback, I don't understand what's your standard or you actually like what's the word I'm looking for? It's the where you going? How you grading them? Because if you look at it,
leadership, bro, how they stand
like how they cook at home and stuff. Because I'm looking at it, don't make sense, bro.
It don't make sense if you look at my quarterback list.
You discredit.
Winston actually not part of my quarterback list because he was just part of the Saints. So I have to build him up. I have to put he taking the reins. So I have to get behind him.
If Zach Wilson's throwing interceptions, leading the league in interceptions, you're gonna say what about Zach Wilson?
Dang, the writing must be on the wall for him. I had high hopes for him. He all the tools, but
if Justin Herbert's throwing interceptions, leading the league at 19, you gonna say he trash? You gonna say he bad?
Justin Herbert?
If he had 19.
I've seen what Justin Herbert can do. I see his potential.
Josh Allen with 19 interceptions. You don't think
that's my guy too? Yeah, Josh Allen. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in Josh Allen this year. Hopefully, he can correct it.
He didn't have as many, bro. That's what I say.
Josh Allen had horrible. He played horrible. He didn't show up versus the Bengals.
His offensive coordinator would not run the football, but your guy will run the. Kellen Moore was running the football this year, and your guy still led the league in interception. So that means that's saying a lot.
The receivers, like that's what I understand. Y'all saying he lead the league, but he
didn't play 5 games.
He can't help Noah Brown can't run the right route. He can't help that Michael Gallup.
You can't miss 5 games in the league interceptions.
Dak is so
anytime Amari Cooper's not a confrontational guy, but they say Amari Cooper tore the locker room up talking crazy to him about how you lose a game to Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, come on, man. It's like Jimmy Garoppolo. Dak got this on his resume. I lost to Mr. Irrelevant and Jimmy Garoppolo in back-to-back years, bro. That's on his resume for the rest of his life. For the rest of his life, he lost to Mr. Irrelevant.
Hold on, but didn't they beat who they
in the playoffs?
Yeah, who did they play against before they played y'all?
Who?
The Cowboys.
They played against the GOAT. But we all go 45, 46.
It don't matter. You call him the GOAT, he's still getting beat.
Come on, man. So if you beat Michael Jordan in the pickup game right now, you think you come on, man. Get the hell out of here, man. Ain't count. That don't count.
Nah, man. Nah, y'all, you were praising Tom Brady. You were praising Tom Brady in the first beginning of the season. Yeah. And
still
am. Going right into the retirement home because nobody wants him right now.
Brady's on playing with house money. He don't even need to be out there.
All right, let's go and get into it. Stud and duds. Like I said, RC, I put yours up on social media. Oh, we got Trey in the house. He said, I think 2 months ago. He said, he talking about his bet. He said 2 months ago he was making like $800 a month using $5 bets on FanDuel.
Wow.
Yeah, Mississippi is a hater state. They won't let you play.
Yeah, I tried to
sportsbook on FanDuel.
It's stupid, man. Like, what do we got going on here?
But they let bet.
They want you to go to the Golden. That's the legislator doing that. Because the legislator wants you to go to the casino and spend your money.
They need to give me a medical gambling card. Like, got medical marijuana card.
I need that.
Yeah, we need that, bro. Help us out too. We like to have fun. Everybody have vice.
Come on, legislator. Come on, y'all not doing us right. We should be able to gamble on FanDuel
Yeah.
And
We're
DraftKings.
responsible. We're
Sportsbook, man,
taking $5, and we're not here $5,000.
Exactly.
Right.
We ain't putting 500 on the table. Putting
We need
$5.
Drake putting the meals on the Chiefs. Like, come on, man.
Like we still have money to pay bills. We just using $5. That's it. All right, let's go with Flowers. Stud.
I gotta give it to the Eagles offensive line.
Let's see it. They open up some holes for Miles Sanders.
2nd down and 5. Sanders gets it left side. Big room and a touchdown for Sanders. His second.
I gotta say, I really love their uniforms. The Eagles got some gangster uniforms, man. I like their black jerseys
that
too.
Green. Well, they're green
nice.
and black.
That was green they had on, but they have black.
Yeah.
It looks so dirty. Like, if anybody else been, I'm not trying to talk about the city of Philly, but just on the TV, just the environment just looks so rugged.
Look dirty.
Yeah, like always cold and wet and just trashy for some reason. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Gatwood, who your stud?
Chris Jones. He dominated the game.
First game, he had I think the first drive he had a sack or something like that.
The last 2 drop backs. Here he's got 3rd and 18. Make it 3 consecutive. And that, believe it or not, for Chris Jones.
Easy money.
Burrow.
Cole Jones.
Burrow is out there. I bet you like, man, again.
All right, my stud of the week is Hassan Reddick.
They need 3. Hurts runs out of the pocket.
Oh, that's the wrong video. My
Wrong
bad,
one,
fellas.
buddy.
I labeled that wrong. Hold
That's
up.
That's Devontae Smith play right there.
Yeah. Oh, I think this is it right here.
Across the entire league. Out of fake pressure coming. Purdy, Dak floating in the air. It is. Is it picked? No, hit the ground.
Bro, how many times?
Flying off the edge.
How many times did Purdy do that in a season where he should have threw by 5 picks? Nobody can catch his picks. Stephon Diggs, brother, Trayvon Diggs, you had a pick. You was walking up. You probably would have scored. Dude, man, he's lucky.
Would have. All right, Flowers, who your dud?
Come on, man. It shouldn't be everybody's dud. Everybody else had a separate dud. I mean, we all just could have just gave the one, just one particular person.
Yeah, we could have.
But I gave it to Bengals linebacker Osai.
Man, did that boy dirty.
A chance to clock it. Take your time and take the shot down. Here's Mahomes rolling out on 3rd and 4. He's going to go for he's got the marker. He's got the out of bounds to stop it. And Osai was hurt as he hit the bench. And a flag's coming in to put him 15 yards closer.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 58.
And that 15 yards
from the end of the play.
40-yard field goal attempt to go to the Super Bowl. Oh, and right there at the end, Gene playing great all day and can't make that decision.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, I see it hitting, standing right there, like just.
I got a question though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they always saying Tony Romo is a great commentator. He just be yelling, bro. I think dude told me to shut up one time because he was like, "Oh, they take a shot down," and then you heard it, he just cut off. It's like, dude, it's like he trying to like help the quarterback play during the play. Mm-hmm. But I see what y'all talk about. Seeing that again, like, dude, what was you thinking? Like, he is clean out of bounds, and then they was late to throw the flag. It was like they kind of didn't know.
I don't think they wanted to.
Yeah, because he got hurt. And it was like,
no, he didn't. No, he did not get hurt.
No,
he did not.
He see his leg.
He was faking.
No,
he was faking like he was hurt.
You didn't see his
leg. He knew he elfed up, so he started holding that knee.
No, Flower, you didn't see his leg. He like
hyperextended. But
didn't he get up and start back walking?
Yeah, he
was hurt. He was hurt.
But his feelings were hurt because he knew he had just did something stupid. But I think really truly, bro, just looking at it again, just like, dog, what was you? It's like, was you paid off? Was you paid off?
Yeah.
Because
were you paid off? Because
Mahomes ran out of real estate.
What do you understand? do you understand the magnitude of what could have happened? Because the overtime rules were different.
Wow.
Even because somebody could have scored, and whoever that was, the other team would have still had an opportunity to match it.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But do you think he was like? It don't even make sense.
We got
If you
robbed.
think
You don't
about
see the
that,
sideline. You don't see all those players coming up. Come on, man.
bro,
That's true.
bro.
I ain't think about that. Players,
But look,
yeah,
if
I'm
he was
cutting
my
them
standing right
teammate,
there.
if he was my teammate and I was on the field and I can see what he about to do, I'd probably tackle his ass.
I'm surprised Mike Hill didn't grab him
Dude,
because
like,
Mike Hill was looking like, dude.
Yeah, Mike
do
Hill was
this.
just standing there like, where you
Dog,
going?
like I'm probably gonna grab him up, like, dude, like we probably gonna get into it right there. Like, dude, are you playing for the other team for real? Because
I
there's
would
no
have
way.
lost it.
There's
I
no
would
way,
have
bro.
lost it.
There's no way, bro. He on suicide watch. If he really, and that's kind of insensitive, but he somewhere need to be monitored because, bro, you can't. If you did that in your right mind, you ain't in your right mind right now. You can't even go back to Cincinnati, bro. He can't go back to Cincinnati
He
right
might
was
now.
not came
weird.
to see his face in Cincinnati. He
He's
probably can't.
young. I don't know. That's just weird, bro. That
That
he was
sucks.
way out of bounds. He was way
That
out
was
of bounds.
horrible that
the sideline just get bigger. The higher you go, the sideline just get bigger. So ain't no way in hell you missed it.
nobody wanted to see the game end like that.
Not like
But
that.
still, you gotta call it though, Gatwood. Nobody wants to see it end like that, but a guy can't make a play like that.
Give him the flag.
We can't
I'm not
blame
saying
the
it wasn't a
ref.
flag.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for not
Ain't
throwing
blame
it.
the ref for that
Like I
one.
said, the ref was like, "Dang, I really don't want to do it."
You could
But
tell.
I guess I gotta throw this flag.
You could tell. I mean,
Didn't
he
have a
was
choice.
hesitant. He was
Mhm.
hesitant, bro. He
Yeah,
was
he
like,
was
you know,
like,
I don't want to be the guy to call this.
Yeah, there was in his head. He was like, "This is a huge play." Like, dang, I gotta call it. All right, Gatwood, who's your dud?
Josh Johnson.
Thank you, brother. Milk dud.
That's the tone for a 2-minute drive.
Ball is bobbled and it's on the ground and loose. Who's going to get it?
He was scared. He was just scared.
Bro,
to
listen
play
to me.
that.
Listen to me, bro. Listen to me. What was the score when that happened?
14-7.
14-7.
Now you
Yep.
tell me, man. We get the ball out the half. Like, why was the game 14-7? That's my thing with Philadelphia. I wish I could just wrap my mind around it. Like, and then dude is like, he closed his eyes. They show like the replay. He closed his eyes. Like, you've been in the league 13 years. You still closing your eyes, bro? That's crazy, bro. He done stole so much money,
He still
man.
closed his eyes.
You close your eyes in high school and Pop Warner.
Hey,
You
he
know,
rich though, RC.
He's
just
a
holding the
rich
clipboard.
man. Look, he played for us twice.
Mm-hmm.
He must date Kyle Shanahan's like cousin or something.
Yeah. His nephew or something.
Man, like he's different. Like he's different, but he's another one probably can't go back to San Francisco. He probably they left him in Philadelphia. Like he probably left him in
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
hey, he's not gonna be on the roster. He's not gonna be on the roster next year.
Nah, but he's gonna retire. There's no way he plays in the National Football League after what he. It's like to me, bro. I've never seen a player like look that lost, and you're actually been on that team twice. You know that offense like the back of your hand.
Hey, give him a little credit. He had a nice throw to Kittle though. He had a little nice throw to Kittle. Cross the
Yeah, when his eyes wasn't closed.
That's another thing too. That pass he threw to that might have been McCaffrey across the middle.
Yeah, McCaffrey. Yep.
He caught the ball back here.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you so scared. There's nobody around you, bro. You so scared.
His game too big for him, Marcy.
Bro,
look.
If I was him, I'd be like, dude, this is gonna be the game of my life. Everybody's gonna know who I am. I got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right, Gatwood. That's the way to think, though.
And look, I'm playing with Kittles, Debo, Ayuk, McCaffrey. Just go play ball. But this the thing. I said this earlier, man. I think, and I don't compare players a lot, but I saw Christian McCaffrey. That is the closest thing I've seen to Marshall Faulk.
That's a good comparison.
You can line McCaffrey up anywhere. I think McCaffrey's been hit. He's a hidden gem. Being in Carolina, I didn't really watch him much. Like this little run
I
we
knew
went
what
over,
he was.
he is a problem.
McCaffrey always scared me when we play against the
Yeah,
Panthers. I'm like, tackle that man. Make sure y'all
Man.
game tackle him.
I always tell players this who play football: if you see a white running back, you're in trouble. He ain't back there to play around with you because it's a rare thing. It's like you see a white guy playing running back, he is really good. The Clemson got one, draft that one out of Clemson. That kid gonna be special. And when I seen McCaffrey back there, I was like, it'll be like seeing a black guy playing center. It's rare. You know certain positions you see like Jason Sehorn playing cornerback. Oh, he can cover because he ain't gonna
Last
be
time you
there.
seen
if
a
he
white
can't.
corner.
Come on, man. Come on, man. So when I
Yeah.
seen McCaffrey playing running back, I was like, is he good? He's really good.
His dad was good.
Yeah,
His dad couldn't lace his shoes. Like McCaffrey
That's
do
fair.
everything.
that's fact.
He was finna play quarterback yesterday.
Yeah, he was. He really was. That's crazy. All right, my dud of the week is Kyle Shanahan, guys. He literally should have called timeout here and challenged this play.
Now I'm gonna get on your butt for this. This is wrong.
They need 3. Hurts runs out of the pocket, looking, throwing deep. Devontae Smith, one-hander. It's the end. He's got it. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Remarkable catch, not only to stick up that right hand,
He
That
knew
was
he
still
didn't catch
nasty.
that.
That was still nasty though.
He knew he didn't
That was
catch
great
that.
effort.
He knew
Well,
he didn't catch that.
you know what? Let me say something too before you comment, RC. The players didn't give Kyle Shanahan the initiative to throw the flag.
Well, they couldn't see it either. They couldn't tell.
But Jimmy Ward's right there guarding them. You got a safety right there. Like usually when a play, you see plenty of players all the time. If they know that a play wasn't made, they are trying to convince these coaches to throw the flag. What did I say do that?
Well, I forgot who the commentator was. They said Devontae Smith got up running towards the line, talking about let's go. That's fishy. That's straight fishy. So that should give you indication that like, hold up, they trying to hurry him snap this ball.
It's a 2-part deal. First of all, Jimmy Ward, I hope this is his last year with us. Take that one off. Take that monkey shit off. That you should not have number 1 playing cornerback. Okay. You get in press man against one of the fastest receivers they have. Like I ain't seen nobody jam this kid yet, but you in press man, drop your arms like you prime time. He run right by you. You got to see him trailing behind him. I'm talking about he's just trying to run hard as he can. Okay, it's 4th and 6, bro. You kind of can give him like I'm thinking to myself like we don't. That's not what the 49ers do. We don't play a lot of man. Okay, he gets burnt. Then he's right there, but you see the guy getting up doing this. He making a gesture. I'd have been frantically going to my coach, like waving to my sideline, like challenging, because they know the same keys. All the teams all the players in the NFL know when they have a key, or especially on the offense side of the ball, it's certain keys that they have to let somebody know I might didn't catch that. Let's go quick. Let's go fast. So it's not their first rodeo. And then Kyle Shanahan gave this lame excuse about, well, I didn't get the angle that y'all got. But but my thing is, those timeouts helped you. How did it help you?
He took them home with him.
All of them. The next time
you're right about that.
So I mean, it would have been worth just challenging because those plays are tough to make in the National Football League.
Exactly.
Momentum.
So, yeah, man. You get that, and you're gonna get the ball in good field position. I mean,
good field position. That was a huge play, man. Because
scary.
Like the Eagles having a hard time scoring.
That was the game. When the Eagles got into the red zone, they got that short field position. That's when they scored. They were not going to move the ball up and down the field against 49ers.
Yep. That was it right there.
Playing cover 2. Hey, let them hang.
All right, guys. Is there anything else y'all want to bring up before we end the pod?
Great show.
Good show.
I love it, man. So next show, I guess we're going to have to talk a little bit about Super Bowl. Maybe have some more. Maybe have a Sean Payton signing or something. Well, we're going to see.
It's a little early.
Yeah.
Oh, your boy Sean Payton got said a little something slick about your boy Eli Apple today when I was listening to the radio.
Thank you, Sean. That's what we do in New Orleans. We sit together because Eli, he been dissing The Saints ever since he left. He got mad. We released it. Sorry, but so
then he got cooked by MVS.
Exactly. MVS doing him in.
Eli Apple, if you can hear me, you're the equivalent of Josh Johnson. That's who you are. You're stealing money.
He's stealing money. That's a good. I don't tweet that. How about that, RC?
Yeah.
Word of the day right there. All right, guys.
That's who he is.
Thank you for tuning in to the show. We'll be back this week, probably Friday. So y'all tune in, and I can't wait to see y'all. We out of here.
Peace and love.
See y'all.